Hey, I want to ask you one quick question before we break here. And since we're talking about this show is called Intuition, right? Maybe I should throw you a bone around intuition, right? But I do think it has something to do with everything we've talked about. So in this world of, AI becoming so prominent, technology is replacing a lot of our decisions and a lot of our actions. How do we get intuition out of the closet and into the boardroom?
I think that, again, that goes into this belief that somehow if you have intuition, there's something sort of airy-fairy about it. There's no reason for you to think that other than you just made it up, right? But intuition isn't that at all. Intuition comes from people that have pattern recognition. You thought you recognized something that happened yesterday and 3 weeks ago and 17 days ago and 17 years ago and 14 seconds ago. And in some nanosecond, you're able to, not consciously, but able to recognize the pattern, and from that draw information and thus a conclusion. So people think people that are intuitive or make intuitive decisions don't have facts. That's not true. It's just that they don't need the facts today in front of them to stop them from making a decision. Intuitive people pull all this data from, it's almost like artificial intelligence. As you learn more, it gathers more information and you learn more and you put it all together. And that's what intuition is about. So if we look at intuition and separate it from, it's not that you don't have facts, it's just that you didn't need every piece of data today before you make the decision. It'll shift people into thinking that having intuition actually can be a good thing, and it isn't a negative at the boardroom level for people to be intuitive and use that.
In this world of diversity and inclusion, I think that one aspect of that is, do we have the psychological space for people who are not the subject matter experts, who may have an intuitive insight to allow that voice into the conversation? And I just think what you're saying is right on. We need to be able to make that one of the tools we use, and that by allowing that to happen, we bring in more perspective versus silo them out. Sorry, you're not the subject matter expert. You can't participate in this conversation.
Right.
Why shouldn't somebody who's a marketer speak into human resources, or human resources speak into research and development? And they may not be the subject matter expert, that may have some insight that with some fresh ideas that would have never come because those people are too married to their own perspective.
Yes.
Great stuff. Linda, it's so good to see you. I've missed you.
Me too.
It's been 2 years since we've had those wonderful chats around breakout groups. How can a person who's listening in on this connect with you? How can they follow what you're all about?
Okay. So my website is www.incedo, INCEDO group, all one word, .com, or you can email me at linda@incedogroup.com.